The reason that women leave men is because they think they can do better. That's the only reason. Don't listen to any of this bullshit that they tell you, like, I guess, like the cliche, it's not you, it's me, I'm just I changed or something. It's you. The reason she left is you're not good enough. She thinks she can do better. Whether that's true or not is kind of irrelevant. A 12-year marriage, I got very, very comfortable. I was like, this woman is mine forever. She'll never leave me. I didn't try to keep myself progressing in life. I didn't try to keep myself in tip-top shape. I let myself go. So you have to have a standard for yourself, first of all. That means you don't stop working out. You don't stop having an active social life, hanging out with friends. If you have a high standard for yourself, you will not accept a low standard for the women in your life. You're gonna come to a point where you'd rather be alone than to be with someone who doesn't meet your standards. What's up, you guys? Usually I have my coffee and I do a nice little sigh. I don't know why. Every time I drink something, I like to go, ah. It just feels nice to do it. All right, anyway, day 2 of the breakup topic, which will be the main focus of this channel going forward. So today we're talking about elevating your standards post-breakup, raising your standards for women and for yourself. It starts with you. Raise your standards for yourself. You're naturally going to raise your standards for the women in your life, for your dating prospects, even for friends, like other men. I know when I started doing serious work on myself and really committed to my self-improvement journey, I would occasionally hang out with my old friends and just feel like not resentment, or more like not really disappointment, just annoyance. Just annoyed that they weren't doing what I was doing. They weren't leveling up. Why are you squandering your youth? When I ponder it some more, I realize everyone's on their own journey, and most of my friends are younger than me, and I'm like, when I was their age, I was doing the same shit, if not worse. It took me until I was about 32, when my wife left me, to finally get my shit together and start developing myself as a man. If you're not developing yourself as a man, if you're just coasting through life, pleasure seeking, it's okay. It took me a long time to turn it around. It took a devastating divorce for me to turn it around. And if you're going through a breakup, this is the perfect opportunity to turn it around. It all stems from identity. Whatever you feel like who you are on the inside, your actions will reflect that. If you feel bad about yourself, you're not going to do the actions that are going to lead to good results. It starts with the internal state first, and then the external will follow after that. Reflect on your past relationships. This is crucial. You do this by journaling. I'm gonna keep coming back to this in every video because writing and journaling, these are the actions that are gonna lead to change. So journal about your past relationship. What were your standards for yourself? What were your standards for your partner? Were they high enough? Did you settle for comfort? Did you settle for a woman who matched who you were before and not who you're striving to become? This actually touches on another topic, which is, if you set your standards for women too high, you will not get any women, because you're not currently the man that those women would want. But that's actually could be a good thing. If you set very high standards for women, you're gonna spend your time trying to elevate yourself so that your standards for yourself match your standards for the woman you want in your life. And it's a lonely road, but this is probably the best route to take. If you're going to be on a self-improvement journey and you're actually committed and every single day you're doing things to improve yourself, to improve your mental health, your physical health, you will quickly move up the ranks of the world, because most people spend their time scrolling social media, consuming, and not working on themselves. So you will quickly ascend. Let's say you get with a woman now, you just got through a breakup and you want to jump into a new relationship with a new woman because it hurts too much. This is the worst thing you can do, because that woman that you rebound with, she's gonna be on your current level, and as you develop, you will outgrow her very quickly. You don't want those entanglements. You want to, it's better to just be on your own, be in solitude, and work on yourself in solitude without bringing a new woman into your life to try to numb the pain of the heartbreak. So once you've written down what your current standards are, it's easy. Just think about your ex, the woman who left you. What was she like? Really? You probably have a delusional view of her, because when someone rejects you, you tend to elevate them in your own mind and you put them above yourself, because that's how it feels. It feels like they're too good for you, so they left you. And to be fair, maybe she is too good for you. Maybe, I mean, the reason that women leave men is because they think they can do better. That's the only reason. Don't listen to any of this bullshit that they tell you, like, we're just in a different place. What do they say? It's like, I'm trying to think of some excuses. I guess like the cliche, it's not you, it's me. I changed or something. It's you. The reason she left is you. You're not good enough. She thinks she can do better. Whether that's true or not is kind of irrelevant. If she thinks she can do better, that's enough reason to leave your ass. She probably already found something better. This is called monkey branching, because the monkey doesn't let go of one branch until it has a firm grasp on a new one, usually. It's rare that a woman will dump a man and have no type of backup option. Like, women usually don't want to be single. If she's in a relationship with you, she probably wants a new relationship. She doesn't want to just be single. Oh, this is another one. They'll say, I just want to be single and get to know myself. That's bullshit. If you are going through a breakup right now and you're still talking to your ex, first of all, stop doing that right now. The no contact rule is a rule for a reason. You should have zero communication with your ex. You need to completely cut off any attention. If you're going through a divorce and you guys have kids, obviously you can't have zero communication. You can't avoid talking to your ex, but it should be very direct. Only say what is absolutely necessary and nothing more. And it should only be about like critical topics, nothing extra. Don't ask about how she's feeling. If she asks you, don't talk about it. But yeah, so absolutely no contact with your ex. But if you already did have contact and she's giving you bullshit excuses of why she's ending the relationship, she'll usually say things like, I want to find myself or something like that. It's because she thinks she can do better. She probably already has another man lined up. This is the harsh reality. And she thinks she can do better than you, who you are now, or who you've been recently. You've probably been unattractive recently. You let yourself go in some area, whether it's physical, financial, emotional. This is actually very common. She can lose emotional attraction for you. Maybe you're physically really good looking and maybe you still make a lot of money or something, but the emotion isn't there, usually because you're giving her too much certainty. Certainty will kill any emotional attraction and desire from a woman. When a woman knows you love her and you're hers, and there's zero doubt in her mind that you would ever leave or cheat on her or something, this is actually a very common way to kill a relationship, is giving a woman too much certainty. And this is why I advise to not live with a woman. When you live with a woman, you're giving her ultimate certainty. You're giving her ultimate comfort and security, in a way like relationship security. And you're taking away all mystery. She knows exactly what you're doing. She knows the ins and outs of your life and your routine. Kill mystery, you kill attraction. You kill emotional attraction. So back to the point, write down the standards, your current standards, and now we're gonna raise those standards. So maybe your ex-girlfriend or wife is very beautiful physically, but she has a lot of bad habits, which women tend to have. This is why women like to be in relationships, so they can just kind of let themselves go and not really try too hard. When a woman is single, she tries really hard. She stays in shape, she's going to the gym, she's looking after her appearance, she's acting very feminine because she wants to attract a mate. And then as soon as she gets in a relationship, they usually let themselves go. You want to have a standard where she doesn't let herself go because she's constantly uncertain of where you stand. Like, she needs to be walking on eggshells to some extent. She needs to be, it should be precarious and uncertain where she stands with you. And that way she'll continue to be her best self and she won't get comfortable and complacent. And you shouldn't get comfortable and complacent. This is probably a big reason why you're going through a breakup, because you got complacent. That's what happened to me. A 12-year marriage, I got very, very comfortable. I was like, this woman is mine forever. She'll never leave me. And I was way too certain of that. So I let myself slip and I didn't try to date my wife. I didn't try to keep myself progressing in life. I didn't try to keep myself in tip-top shape. I let myself go. So you have to have a standard for yourself, first of all, a high standard for yourself where you don't let yourself go. That means you don't stop working out. You don't stop having an active social life, hanging out with friends. You don't stop reading. You don't stop writing. You don't stop meditating. You don't stop self-improving, even when you get in a relationship. And then that will make you have a higher standard for the woman you're with. Because if you're doing all this self-work, you're going to expect your woman to also be of that caliber. So your standards for women, it really begins with the standards you have for yourself. If you have a high standard for yourself, you will not accept a low standard for the women in your life. You're going to come to a point where you'd rather be alone than to be with someone who doesn't meet your standards. And she can be beautiful, but if she's like smoking and drinking and has shitty mental health, so she's always reacting emotionally and she just brings chaos into your life, it doesn't matter how beautiful she is, because if you're on your self-improvement journey, you will not be controlled by lust. You will not be, pussy power will not have control over you. Part of self-improvement is semen retention and being able to have willpower. So you feel sexual desire, but you can, and meditation is a huge part of this. You can kind of be aware of the sexual desire and you can just kind of compartmentalize it and not let it control you, not let it determine your actions. Fasting is another one. Practical tip number 3. I don't know. So writing, meditating. Number 3, fasting. I'll give you fasting in this video. When you fast, you are hungry and you want to eat food, And your sense of smell when you're fasting is heightened. So you smell some delicious food, but you have the willpower to not eat. So if you can control yourself by not eating when you're hungry, you can control yourself by not trying to get sex when you're horny. And then women's main power that they have, which is sex and their beauty, that no longer controls you. And then they have to actually bring something else to the table besides that. This is what having high standards is. So by raising your standards, you're not just looking for better, you're affirming your own self-worth. So consider this post-breakup period as a reset. It's your chance to redefine who you are and who you want to be around. So raising your standards post-breakup, it not only transforms your dating life, it elevates your own sense of self-worth. It's all about you. If you're going through a breakup right now, you are probably hyper-focused on this other person, this person who left you. I know I was. And you need to refocus on yourself. And you need to refocus from external world things and look at the internal world. So what we're doing with this transformation, we are doing inner world building. And these self-improvement habits, these good, healthy habits that you should do every day, it's all like laying a brick and building an inner fortress that cannot be penetrated, that cannot be crumbled, that cannot be tampered with by the external world. This is inner strength, and inner strength is extremely attractive to women of high quality, especially. Waking up early, brick. 2 hours deep work, brick. 10-minute meditation, another brick. 20 minutes gratitude journaling, another brick. Going to the gym, another brick. You do this every day, and brick by brick, you build yourself up. You build your internal world. Reading, writing, meditating, exercise, self-reflection, nature. This is the stuff that builds your inner world. A self-transformation is all inner world building. And refocusing on the inner stuff will not only stop the pain you're experiencing post-breakup, but it'll transform you into someone who can't be hurt in the future. When you have true self-love and you're complete on your own and you don't need a woman, you don't need other people, when you're self-sufficient, independent, self-reliant, you can't really be hurt. You can't be hurt by normal external things that people are hurt by. If you lose your job, you're not hurt because your inner world is no different. Your external world can change, but as long as you are strong internally and you feel good and you have good mental health, there's nothing that can hurt you. Bad things will happen to you still, but you will deal with those bad things so much better. Take this breakup as an opportunity to reflect, rebuild, and raise your standards, raise your awareness, raise your sense of self-worth and self-respect. Raise your standards and watch as your life aligns to your new superior sense of self-worth. So if you're ready to transform your life, if you're going through a breakup right now and you want help using it as a catalyst for a transformation, there's a link in the description, the first link for my one-on-one coaching. I can give you generic advice all day. I can relate my story, but the best is actually to just tell me your unique circumstance and I'll tell you a customized solution for you as an individual. Everyone's different. All right, guys, that's it for today. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let's foster a sense of community. Let's help each other out. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.